Genesis 1, verse 26. We'll just focus in on the first half of the verse. Kai epen hatheos, poiesum in anthropon, kat ekona he meteron, kai kath hamoyosin, kai archatosin, and then let you finish that one on your own. Well, we begin once more with more Lego. That's been the repeated verb here, third singular aorist. God said. Now, what's he going to say this time? As he uses that verbal speech act to bring things into existence. Next verb here is poiesumen. We've seen poieo also many times, especially in 1:1 as the key verb of making or in some sense creating, with the sigma here as well as the lengthening of the omicron and the men ending. This is a first plural aorist active subjunctive. It's plural because now God is speaking in some sense of a divine plurality of the Godhead. Let us make. Now, who is he making? Mankind. Anthropos, of course, in the accusative there. We find out two things, two katas here. Kat ekona, and that is from the word akon. And even though it may not look like it, this alpha here, this is a third declension noun. It happens to be feminine, and it means image. So let us make man according to image. Well, whose image? Hemeteron. And this is the possessive adjective for our, and notice the plural again. And its ending is accusative singular feminine because it's got to match up with the akona there, which is also in the third declension, accusative singular feminine. So massively important statement here. God is making mankind in our, again referring to sort of the divine plurality of the triune God, in our image. And then he tells us also that it is according to the homoiosin, which is from homoiosis, that is likeness. It is also feminine as well, so it matches up with the akona. And according to likeness. And then the final verb here is archatosin. That's from archo. This is a command, third plural, present active imperative. He's going to tell mankind to rule, and the verse continues, exercise rulership over the fish and the birds and the animals and so forth. So massively significant verse here, and establishing how we as humanity is created in the image of God. And there's a lot of places we could go to play this out. I'm just going to mention two that use this akon word here. Colossians 1:15 describes Jesus as the image, the icon of the invisible God, the firstborn of creation. So in some sense, he's the protological Adam. He's even before Adam was made in the image. And then Paul will again say in 1 Corinthians 15:49, just as we have borne the image of the man from dust. That's this verse here. This is the first man, Adam, and we bear his icon. So also in the resurrection shall we bear the icon of the man of heaven, that is Jesus, the firstborn. And so lovely way that this word icon not only ties together some of this theology or Christology in Paul, as well as anthropology, but it goes back to Genesis 1 here.